Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Jimmy and this is Patriots Glow. Alright guys, in today's video we are going to go over a very basic, easy woodworking project that anybody can do with very minimal tools. And actually this is something that I did when I was first getting into woodworking, and I think is very capable for anybody with basic tools. Something that you can make decent money on, and I actually made decent money on it as well. Something that I made a lot of in the very first week of me woodworking, and I made good money on it as well. Something that I put in my very first craft booth. So along the way, I've gotten a little bit better at woodworking. At least I would hope I did. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. That might be a lie. So I did want to go over a few things that I learned along the way of actually making these, and some of the growth pains of making those, that I want to maybe spare you the learning curve of not making the same mistakes, because if you're not paying attention, you can make the mistakes along the way. So there are a few different ways to make these, and I'll show you a couple of different ways here. Now, these are bottle cap openers, and people like to put these out on their decks, in their man caves, their she sheds, anything like that. These are really good for a lot of decorations and things like that. Even if people don't use them, people like them as decorations. Now, there are a few different ways that you can make them, and personalization, that's a big key to making these. I made a lot of patriotic ones. Now, you guys have probably seen them back here, and they just sit back here now because I haven't made these type in quite a while. These were leftovers from when I was batching these out when I first started woodworking a long time ago. These were made a different way, and I made a few different ones like this. I made ones for firefighters, and I will show you different ways to make these as well. So there are a lot of different ways to make these. And I am going to go ahead and make a really nice looking one, or at least attempt to make a really nice looking one for myself with magnets so that it actually catches at the bottom. And I'll actually post this on Etsy to see if we can just go ahead and sell this one, which I think I had them posted on Etsy originally. I may have taken them down at one point, but we'll go ahead and post that one back on Etsy to see if we can just go ahead and sell the one real quick. Let's go ahead and go over some of the things that you're going to need for this build. Now, some of the things that you can use. This is part of that build from the barbecue caddy. If you have watched that video, if not, it'll be down in the description box below maybe. And this is 1x6 basically from that barbecue caddy. It is part of a pallet board. This free wood. You guys can make these out of free wood. Now, I do have some reclaimed wood here that was used somewhere else, and now I have it, and this is actually what I'm going to use for this build. Now, in a couple of the different iterations that I will show pictures on here, there are a couple that might actually use legitimate hardwoods like walnut and cherry. Those will sell for more. Those are nicer, high end. I don't think they're actually 6 inches wide or 5.5 inches wide. Remember that while you're making these. If you want to make them higher end, make them out of better wood, higher end wood, but most of them are made out of pine, and then they are staying the colors that you want them or that the individuals want them. So most of the time they'll say light or dark wood, natural, walnut, or cherry color. Those are just colors. They're not actually cherry wood, walnut, or natural. What is that? Pine. So not knocking anybody, but those are just stains, and it's all still pine wood. So let's go ahead and get to it, and I will talk about some of the things throughout this video to make sure you're aware of while we go through it. Okay, so obviously for this build, the cuts are really simple. We're just going to go ahead and face two of the sides. For me, I have to cut these off because there were drill holes on both of these sides, but I am going to make mine 12 inches long, and I did measure this out. I looked at 10 inches and then redecided I think I want to go ahead and make it 12 inches because I think that will look a lot better and a lot nicer in the end. With some of the extra time we have here, I'm going to go ahead and put the first items that you need here, and it's going to be the bottle cap openers. I'm going to link a multi-pack in the description box below. It's going to have 4 different types on here. I like this because it's going to come with a bunch of different types and it will match different color woods, but you can get whatever you'd like. Now we're going to go ahead and drill in the backside of our piece a whole 4-hour magnets that I am also going to link in the description box below. And look, honestly, there is no scientific spot that you actually need this to be, but I went ahead and went up 2 inches from the bottom and obviously centered. It just depends on where you want your bottle caps to actually stop when you drop them. Now, it is completely and entirely up to you what type of magnets that you actually get, and you can go through and pick the different sizes or the different shapes that you want, but beware that different magnets and different magnet companies have different measurements, and if you don't pay attention, you very well might buy the wrong size magnets. And at the end of the day, you very well might end up with little teeny tiny magnets that you can't do anything with, and you'll end up having to send them back. And if you wonder how I know how that happened, maybe or maybe not did I actually end up with the wrong size magnets. So the magnets that I linked down in the description box below does have a sticky side to them, and you can very well stick that to the inside of your board. But as long as you make that a nice snug fit, you will go ahead and tap that down with a piece of wood or something that's not going to break your magnet in half, and have it a nice snug fit into the bottom of that board. So that's what I ended up doing, and it makes sure that there is no other barrier in between your magnet and that other piece of wood. You want that to be as thin as possible so it is as strong as it can be to catch those bottle caps on the other side. So right here, I flip back and forth between tools because I couldn't decide whether I wanted to sand it all down or I wanted to put a chamfer on it first. I did not have it in my mind whether I wanted a chamfer on it or not. So I did decide to come through, put a chamfer on this all the way around, and then I came back through and finished up the sanding on this. Hey guys, I just wanted to jump in here real quick and let you know I just became an affiliate for Isotunes hearing protection, and I wanted to let you know that they sent me a pair of hearing protection a couple of months ago. I've been trying them out, took them to the range, used them mowing the grass here in the shop. It's a little hard to wear them while I'm actually recording because I like to listen to music while I'm wearing them, but I really, really like these pair of headphones. These are the Pro Aware 2.0. You do get a 10% off if you use my link down in the description box below, which I will link that down there for you. If you want to use that, it helps me, it helps the channel, and you guys get 10% off. So go ahead and use it. I really like this hearing protection, and if I go ahead and get more hearing protection from them, I will go ahead and let you know how I feel about that hearing protection as well. But this hearing protection specifically, I highly recommend it, and I like it myself. So please go ahead and go down there and help yourself to a set of those. Thanks a lot, guys. All right, so we're going to go ahead and come through here with some of this Bombay mahogany. I really love the Bombay mahogany. It doesn't matter whether it's by Behr, whether it's by Minwax, regardless of who it is actually manufactured by. Absolutely the bomb. I love the way it turns out on any one of them. So give it a try. If you like this color, I absolutely love it. But if you don't want to, I'm not your dad. Do what you want. All right, but now after you get all of this stain on there and cleaned up, let it dry, and then we're going to go ahead and move on over to the table saw. Now, if you don't have a table saw, You can do this with a circular saw. It's going to be a little bit harder, but you can do it, and a lot more dangerous. You can do this on a miter saw, but way more dangerous, and it's got to be a 12-inch miter saw. All right, so we're going to go ahead and come over here to the table saw. We're going to put this up just a sliver, maybe not even an eighth of an inch, just enough to make a tiny cut into this. And we are going to go ahead and come 1.5 inches in from the side. We're going to make one tiny pass. We're going to flip that board over to the other side, and we're going to make one other pass on that other side as well. And that's going to give a nice little uniform design in that board. All right, and if you're going to do lines or anything of that nature, or if you're going to engrave it, whatever you're going to put on it, once you get that done, go ahead and come through with a clear coat, shellac, something like that, and go ahead and give it a protective coating so that if somebody wants to put this outside, you can very well have it go outside. You don't have to worry about what they want to do with this, and it will be perfectly fine. You want to make sure that no matter what they do, they don't destroy their own product. So let's go ahead and get this clear coated, and we will be right back. We're going to go ahead and come back when it is dry. All right, so we went ahead and let it sit overnight, mainly because of the humidity here, but this normally only takes about 10 minutes per coat after you put it on here, and I went ahead and put 3 coats on here, but I went ahead and wrapped up shooting for the night. But if you put this on, should only take about a half an hour if you put 3 coats on here for everything to fully dry, sanding it down in between each of those coats. But I went ahead and let that final coat sit overnight, and now we are back. So what we are going to do is we have this magnet on this bottom side right here, and that's to catch all of our bottle caps. We are going to come up here with we're going to go ahead and come up here with our bottle cap opener hardware, and all you're going to do is get a nice spot where you want it up here. Make sure it's center, obviously. You don't have to have a specific spot that you put it in. Make sure most of your products are going to be uniform, especially if you want to make a bunch of these. And if you're going to put logos, emblems, anything down here, you want to make sure that those have enough space down below to make that look good as well. So we're going to go ahead and bring that down. Okay, I almost went ahead and completely and utterly lied to you. That is not how we are going to go ahead and set this up. I am going to go ahead and come through with our back hardware here. Now, you don't need to do this, and if you want to save a couple of dollars, you can go ahead and cut yourself a key slot into the back of your board here, and that will save you a few dollars. I'll be honest with you, I did not know this was going to be off camera, so I'll go ahead and show a picture of what I did here. All I did was line this up and come down a couple of inches, lined it up, and drilled this in. You're not going to need a pilot hole. Just go ahead and drill this into this board. Now, the reason I say go ahead and put your key slot in first is because once you put this on the front here, it makes it extremely hard to try to balance this and do anything else you're trying to do. So you'll end up having to take this back off. I know because I've done it before, and it's been so long since I've made one of these, I completely and entirely forgot until I was about to drill this and put this on here. And I'm glad I remembered before I actually did it. So let's go ahead and get this drilled into this side, and we'll be on to that. Now, these screws are big enough. I like to go ahead and drill a pilot hole to try to make sure I don't split my wood. It very well might not split your wood, but I do not want to take the risk of splitting it. Once again, you can't see this, so I'll go ahead and put a picture of what this actually looks like so you can see it closer on the picture. All right, so there you have it. This one is very easy, very basic. In all, if I just spent time doing this right here, this probably takes you about 40 minutes. If you batched a bunch of these out, you can dramatically get the time down. If you did a bunch of these blanks, kind of like this, similar to this, you could really knock a lot of these out. Now, most of the ones that I showed on here are all on a really steep sale price, but you can set the price however you want. Let me go ahead and show you. This works really well. So let's get ourselves a drink. All right, and bam, like that, we have ourselves a drink, and we have our test wall set up, and we just come over here, set up our drink. Boom. Maybe I should have let that fizzle down a little less. Now, there are a few different ways to make these. I make these out of 1x2 strips, and I make them out of flags. I do a bunch of the different flags. I did tell you that earlier in the video. Those sell really, really well. And this would be probably one of my first really nice ones that I've actually made coming back to this build. So hopefully this sells. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and post this probably for $30, send it out. Have a few dollars into this build here. But I have a bunch of these from previous builds of these, and that barbecue caddy that I made earlier, I made a couple of those. So if you want, go ahead and check out that video, and I will catch you in the next video. Thanks a lot, guys.